Monica, it's so wonderful to see you.
Good to see you too.
29th Wells Fargo, Nebraska Open. A little different this year.
Yeah, very different this year. I mean, who would have guessed that we would be home for 6 months in a row and now doing this in a different place?
Yes, absolutely. But you know what? This is a special event. Wells Fargo has been the title sponsor for the past 17 years. Monica, that is wonderful. You changed so many lives during that time frame. Why is this event so important to you in Wells Fargo?
Yeah, first I felt, and Wells Fargo felt, that it was critical to be supportive in this environment where there's so much uncertainty for the students and what's going to happen in the future, to be supportive and contribute the money and keep the scholarships going. And for me personally, I mean, it's been a joy to be part of it. I truly believe in education, and I was a student at Southeast Community College at one point, learning English as a second language, so it's near to my heart.
Absolutely. Well, Monica, one of the favorite parts of the whole event is Thursday night. We historically got together for a nice dinner, and we heard some great jokes from our MC, of course. You know, that was always fun.
We're going to miss the food at the Elk and all the, you know, seeing even all the other bankers that come to the event and all the people that are always there, the pros. I don't golf, but I enjoy seeing the event and seeing all the golf pros and all the stories. The scholarship recipients come and talk at the event, and they give their history, you know, and what they want to do and what dreaming to do, and that is the most fun for me to see. So
absolutely. You talked about definitely one of our favorite parts. I know we've talked over the years when those recipients get up and tell their story and what those scholarships mean to them and how it's propelled their career, their lives, and how it's really benefited their family. Are there another maybe story or two you could share with us? Because again, you've been a part of all the past 17 of them. Is there something that sticks out that just...
Well, there's a gal that I think aspired to be a judge at some point. I wanted to go to law school, and then I always enjoy seeing, you know, the humble students. You know, some want to be lineman, and that's their dream career, and they're there and they're grateful for the scholarship. Other wants to go on to UNL and get graduate degrees, so it's always fun to see that, and the job that the community colleges do, even, you know, English second language or whatever it is, to help people in the community. So that's my favorite part of the event.
And I think that's what's so special about the event. Over $1.7 million in scholarships. When you think about, for 29 years, the impact that makes in the greater Nebraska community. You mentioned the community college system in Nebraska, and that is truly a blessing to these people and to our community, because eventually they go back and work. Most of the time they stick around here in Nebraska.
They work in Nebraska, and I've delivered checks with MPBD, who is a sponsor, you know, who puts together the event. Nebraska Public Power has done an awesome job of sponsoring the event, organizing the event for now 29 years, and they invite Wells Fargo to deliver the checks, and that's always an honor to represent Wells Fargo when doing that, and talking to the board and seeing what they're doing. So it's really been a great part of my career, one of the enjoyable parts of working as a banker, you know, raising money for this event. So I appreciate it.
Well, again, you touch on raising money for the event, despite all the challenges, and wonderful partners like yourself at Wells Fargo, and the total looks like about just under 20 have stepped up and said no matter what, it's important that we continue to provide these scholarships, especially right now. And maybe just end with your thoughts there, because that's a powerful message to just not only the event, but to the scholar athletes, to the scholars who are recipients of this. And why is that so important to you in Wells Fargo?
I think that the scholarship recipients are, in general, low-income individuals that apply for the scholarship. And so in this environment where you have uncertainty, you have unemployment, to be able to provide the scholarships and keep those students in track to graduate, I think is the most important thing that we can do. And that's why we and Wells Fargo wanted to be part of the event in 2020, which is definitely not a year we had in mind when the year started. So hopefully next year we can have a normal event and we have a vaccine and we're not in this COVID-19 environment, but for this year, this is the best we can do, and we're happy to be supported.
Well, thank you so much for your support for the past 17 years and everything you do in our communities. And, you know, we're excited. We're going to go through with the golf event, and we've able to have some Nebraskans, so it's kind of been just folks in residents in Nebraska. So we will crown a champion on Sunday, but we really appreciate all your support. Thank you for all you do in our community, and you know, we're excited about continuing, and next year's number 30.
Next year's number 30. No, congratulations, and hopefully you'll have a great event, and it'll be reduced, and we'll move on to next year.
Yes,
right?
we will. Thank you so much, Monica.
You're welcome.